What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Alright, so I kind of briefly covered this guy in the last video yesterday with the movie bosses category, but I want to just kind of do a showcase video on him. Now, I have him at 89% so far, so just one last dupe remaining, but there's very little difference at this point between 90% and 100%, so just figured I'd go ahead and do a quick showcase on this guy. But yeah, definitely, as always, definitely make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So let's go ahead and cover his stats a little bit. He does have the leader skill of agility, tech, and physical types, plus 2 key HP attack and defense increase of 30%. Pretty irrelevant at this point. Super attack is the death chaser, causes supreme damage with a rare chance to stun the enemy. So unfortunately it's not immense, it's supreme, so that's kind of the only downside with this guy. Passive skill, he has the ability to increase 90% to attack at the start of the turn, so that's a pretty nice passive there. Link skills, he does have strongest clan in space, that adds plus 2 key, thirst for conquest, that adds 15% to attack. Big bad bosses, attack and defense increase of 25% when HP is 80% or below. Brutal beatdown will add 10% to attack as well. Metamorphosis recovers 5% HP. Universe's most malevolent adds 15% to attack, and finally fierce battle will add 15% to attack as well. So finally, this guy has a category, which is now the movie bosses, so it's definitely good to see that. And yeah, I mean, personally, I try not to be biased when showcasing units, but it seems like it's definitely worth it to invest orbs into this guy, especially with the category for movie bosses. All right, so let's definitely do a quick showcase. I built a team pretty much around him, so all the units included on this team are going to help him attack as much as possible. And I will go ahead and start off the video by saying this, that he is definitely trigger happy. I don't know, for some reason during this run, he was activating criticals like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it's definitely pretty nice. So right off the bat, you can see 2.5 million in damage right there. Definitely pretty nice. And the agility turles that just came out, he's definitely a nice compliment to this guy, especially when he powers up against the super type enemies. He'll reduce their defense by 80%, so it definitely makes a difference in terms of Cooler's capability to attack very, very well. All right, let's see how he does here. So you're looking at close to 1.4 million in power potential, and then hitting for about 1.6 mil with the critical. So this guy definitely does pretty well considering. And I did bring the agility cooler as well. He does link up relatively well, shares a couple of link skills with him, so it's going to be a lot of units rotating around. I will keep the tech cooler linked up with the Turles card for the most part, just because they link pretty well. And yeah, against Goku, he's sitting for about 1.4 mil, so this guy is definitely brolic, and he's definitely a brawler. I mean, he's ready to throw down, basically what it looks like. I mean, I love the super attack too. I mean, I mean, that, I don't know. I don't know what else to say, but that shit gangsta. Sit your ass down. 1.5 mil in critical there, so definitely real nice. And you know what? I love doing videos like this after a long fucking day at work, dealing with all kinds of shit. Just winding down, having a good time doing a video like this. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. All right, so Dokkan mode with type advantage against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Pretty good link setup. You do have the powered up Turles, so definitely going to reduce the defense for Vegeta here by 80%, and then Metacooler is definitely providing that 30% toward attack for all allies, so it'll probably be a pretty good amount here. Hopefully a critical hits. No critical, but looks to be about, what is that, 2.7 million? I can't even see. There's a little bit of a glare right now, so decent amount there. Not quite as high as I was hoping for, but you know, I'm sure we'll see some figures like that here in a little bit. This team has definitely really grown on me. I really wanted this Turles card, and I'm really glad I was able to pull him off a single. This team is actually very, very interesting to use. I'm liking it a lot so far. So it's definitely becoming quickly one of my favorite categories to run a team with. Resurrected Warriors and Super Saiyan 3 categories are hands down one of my favorite team setups right now, and this is quickly becoming one of my favorites too. Yeah, type advantage against Bowser, hitting for 3.1 million. I mean, what else is there to say, right? So this is kind of a good run right now. You're seeing type advantages left and right, so let's see how he does here. Yeah, this guy, I don't know what it is about this particular run, but he wants to crit like a lot. But I'm not complaining about that shit. Alright, let's see how he does fighting against himself in a mirror match. I mean, shit. Yeah, 1.2 million still with the critical. I mean, he's hitting pretty well. I'm definitely glad I invested orbs in this guy. I'm actually thinking about running like 2 multi-summons off the movie boss category banner for, you know, it's got the discount of 30 stones for a guaranteed SSR. I mean, honestly, it's not a bad banner for me because I do want, you know, a couple of dupes for quite a few of those units featured. I definitely don't want, you know, to pull Beerus or Bojack, but everybody else would be pretty nice to pull. I mean, I need one more of this guy to get him maxed out at 100%, so I think I might actually go for it. Just at least run 2 multis on it and see what happens. I don't know, with my luck though, I'll probably end up pulling like Beerus like both times. But I don't know, I might think about it and then upload a video if I end up pulling multis on it. We'll see. Alright, another Dokkan mode coming up. Let's see how he does here. And I would have sandwiched him in between both of the Turles units, but definitely want him to go in Dokkan mode instead, so he'll have to go right off the bat, but you know, let's see how he does. I mean, he would have linked much better had he been in the middle, but you know, it'll be alright. So yeah, critical 3.8 million damage. I mean, that's getting up there with, you know, the top tier level units, so I mean, I'm not saying he is, but he's definitely got some firepower, that's for sure. I mean, obviously this is Boss Rush 3 too. I will go ahead and say that. So in Boss Rush 4 and 5, you know, he won't hit as hard, but you know, he'll certainly hit decent enough, like the other video suggested. Like he does pretty well overall. Alright, so I switched over to the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock event, so we're just going to run through this a little bit and see how he does, and then finish up the video. hopefully Turles doesn't KO Bardock here, so you know Cooler can attack one more time. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, another crit, 1.3 mil. Definitely trigger happy there. I mean, he's definitely ready to shoot the place up. Alright, type advantage against the Super Saiyan 2 version. So let's see how he does. HP is definitely less than 80%, so he's getting the maximum with the big bad bosses. So about 1.3 mil there, so certainly not bad. Alright, this is going to be type disadvantage against the Super Saiyan 3 version, so we'll see how he does. Now, no, I was just about to say that the Bardock's defense would have been down by 80%, but Turles didn't power up, so that's not the case. But let's see how he does. I mean, type disadvantage, he hit for 800,000. That's pretty damn good. Alright, we'll go ahead and finish up with Dokkan mode with type advantage here. Just in case you notice, once Turles does transform or powers up, he can link up with the unpowered up version. So that's actually kind of nice to know that he's able to link up with that setup. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video just as much as I did, and I certainly appreciate you watching.